Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
No delay, no pauses, no breaks, nothing. We hop into our game between MVP and Mazaalai. No real chance, you have to say, was there. Cabal and his crew. Can't really say it's their fault. MVP PK has just picked Nuke where they seem to be strong, where they then gave us a great performance on the CT side and finish it off on T. Now let's see how they'll do it over here on this map. Zeph and Zeta start off good. Frags are happening left, right, and center. The B side contested and no real chance for Cabal. And here, before we go too far into the game, I want to tell you a story about Dust 2. We have great sample size for the team of MVP PK. They have won this map 8 out of 9 times they've played in the last 3 months with an extremely solid T side. And by this I mean they have won 68% of the rounds in this game on Dust 2, only on the terrorist side on Dust 2. That is absolutely nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And they have already played against each other. Mazaalai lost against MVP PK the last time on Dust 2, and that was 16-13. Sure, this round is not representative of anything. The follow-up is where it matters. The follow-up was CDA case. And there are the AKs. Trying to do the best over there long. Control belongs to them. HSK patient. And as requested, there you see the pings. Major difference. Nearly double. Shocking, actually. Either way, can't change it. 9 with the patience, that's going to pay off, and Stax is not going to push that for a while. So in the meantime, everyone is looking forward to see Mazaalai play up to their standards. In the meantime, long, full control. Nobody is scarred in the A side besides of that. What a mistake. Not quite sure if that was just being too angry, being too aggressive, but 9 does it all. 3 frags he finds. Xgen is the only one to turn around. He comes from the backside. Can't take the first, but back on A. A few others await him. And so patience, this is going to pay off for him. Goes slowly and steady. Sees a bit of the body, and damage is dealt. Cabal back on site is a bit under pressure, but Xgen himself took a lot of damage here. That should be a round over. That should be nothing else to a round over. Xeta won't really stand a chance. The players would do themselves a favor if they don't aggress it right now, but... Oh, Xgen, 37 HP. He's going to swing white. He does. He does. And there he's going to die. For a second, you could have been a little intimidated. Nazi wants to stay alive. A nice molly, actually. And I actually think, as I see the discussion, think Dust 2 is one of the worst maps from a competitive standpoint. The reason for that is from my personal perspective, and I don't want to see it as the ultimate perspective. It just feels extremely boring as the technical depth of it is missing in comparison to how a cache was, what kind of cobblestone things you've seen. A train execution's just so detailed and with brilliant finesse. And then there's Dust 2. Just personal preference, of course. In the meantime, personal preference is the weapon of the AWP. Xato with 3 gets the 4th, not yet, as he holds them down 1 by 1. Xato! Team can't be doing this, he does! An ace by the book! He just shut them down single-handedly! Everybody on the Korean side is gonna pat him on the shoulder for that one, as it was just outstanding performance! Oh, my goodness. And Mazaalai is gonna be like, guys, we just lost to one guy. Just a friendly notice, it's 1:48 in Germany, so you better start hydrating. Your friendly hydrate bot as a caster. In the meantime, hydration is not going to be a problem for Mazaalai. Jesus. Mazaalai, pardon me. As we see Mongolian Airlines just fly onto shore. Dobu didn't have a safe flight though, as he was eliminated. Middle is going to be the next contested position. For a second it looked like they might be kissing, but still a wall separating them both. Korean sides should prevail in the end. 2 more frags. One deagle that could get dangerous, the other one not so well equipped. And there you go. The Clark from Soko won't make the difference. No real chance. He picks up the deagle, maybe a nice kill. Ah, there we go. Good night, Seth. Would have loved to see the second. And I'm not quite sure how much MVP PK used the match they had yesterday against Mazaalai here, where they only played 16-13. And I say only because it is surprisingly bad, considering what MVP is capable of. Either way, last time they played, they actually achieved 9 CT rounds, the Koreans. They're still going cold. I mean, they already got the long control. Set themselves 9 up in pit. A bit of territory they have now gained, but what they're going to do with that is a different sort of question, which is not answered yet. Times there, all looking fine. Huh? It's again, the thing I'm not so happy about, we saw that if you were joining us for the entire day, the thing I don't like so much about Mazaalai is their high patience play. Their high patience play is just somewhat, worrying. Because you have no room for mistakes, and they already see it. No room for mistakes. Action does it pretty much on his own. And as the auto director leaves us, it's gonna be 4 players off the Mongolian side leaving us as well.
Counter-terrorists win.
5-1, all by the book. The Koreans don't need to worry, pardon. And Sogo and Co, are they going to stick to the force that NCL does and also buy up as much as possible, or is it just going to stick to the 2K? 2K it is. Either way, Cabal and Co. With those deals in the AK, I have no high hopes either way. Seth might just peek a little too wide. Not at the moment. And yet again, quick check at the default. Action has perfect long double doors control. Xeta can therefore rely on to short with his teammate HSK. It's all coming down to B. Seth has no clue as he won't hear anything. All silently sneaking. Waiting for the right call, the right timing. So there it goes. Good chance with now accessing the side with Zeph to be the only one. But MVP is already rotating over. One frag found, the second with ease. MVP. Again, the story that you might ask yourself, what is this all about? The winner of this best of 3 goes to Berlin. It's about the minor they might just play. And that Asian minor already looks very, very interesting. Featuring FFA mix from the MENA region, Alpha Red from Southeast Asia, and Energy from the Central South African region. So, looks quite decent. But in the meantime, Xeta's up. Just looking to find anything towards long, just waiting for a player to spot, and there you go. Good night, Xeta. Mongolians are on the right track right now. As Xgen is pretty much left alone on the A site, nobody in this world can help him. The Molotov seems to be very helpful, and Dobu, could it be his first frag he's getting? NCL through the smoke, everybody's gonna find nobody at the moment. And there they go, getting much done, and it's still a few players waiting. The boost, Xgen just stays up high, he gets an important kill, and time is ticking. Patiently, they gotta wait. The op from Stacks. Seems like he just banged him, and that's so unfortunate. Car player, still taken out. One more. Oh no! At 9! With 15 HP, he gets the 4K and survives. Very odd to see, there, especially as the bomb has been dropped, but seemed like the peak was the right idea. MVP has still good reserve money left. And as again, Mazaalai is as patient as we know them. So, patience it is. Again, I mean, Mazaalai just waits this out massively. MVP got no control and information. They don't go for an aggressive play. They have been punished, for example, in tunnels already, so they don't really consider it. The most interesting part will be Xeta, because I'm just waiting for the smoke. If the smoke towards CT doesn't pop, my god, then they're in trouble. But there it comes. Xeta realizes somewhat what's going on as a short player. Might just be there anytime soon. No, it's all coming down to middle. That needs to be... Oh no, an AWP missing. Stacks finally gets a frag. Another one coming door. Needs to be cautious, but the AWP strikes. And that aggressive move is instantly being punished. Xeta next gen. I'm not so sure if that's gonna work. His teammate is running into his scope. Either way, third for that Mongolian squad. A little weird how already the previous round got lost. Now let's see how this goes further.
Terrorists win.
Xeta and Co look to find... I mean, 9 rounds should be quite decent. Really brilliant to work with. That's what some might hope for. But first of all, Cabal was hoping for a little more towards short. Dies in the end. At the moment, Xeta and his crew they're just ready for it, but the fun part is that I am a little surprised that MVP PK, for example, it would be a gamble, right? But why not send 2 players for tunnels? It is a massive gamble, don't get me wrong, but the control they would have gained would give them a clear sight of what's happening, because there are hardly any late shifts from the Mongolians in this game. Talking about it, short aggression being denied, HSK falling. And there it goes. Xeta's USPS. Putting them in the right track. As it's not much more, Xeta needs to get on the side. His teammate dies. This is gonna fall down to him. USPS shots. And no scope is there! 9, you were the hero of the day. As you were securing the 4th, and so it seems that the Koreans are getting a little unconcentrated in this, unfocused. Thanks a lot, Windows. Good to let me know. Definitely needed that. In the meantime, yeah, I understood. I understood. Don't worry. Squad around Cabal. On the right track. Unbelievable how, I mean, still, we're seeing those brilliant 6-1, right? And then you thought, okay, is MVP PK just on the autobahn, left lane, full speed, right? But not like this. That's 6-4. That one. At 6-4 is so unfortunate for MVP because they were looking after they lost that weird round with the 6-2. Everything got downhill. Don't believe that the short players are going to survive another day. Spray is near perfect. Mid players push it through, but very honestly, I don't have high hopes. Alright then, bomb placed on short, but Glock should seal the deal. They know about the no armor situation. And they're going to be taken out. And as MZL, Mazaalai site is trying to get the tie on the board. Again, it was a 9-6. Remember, a 9-6 during the last time they met. MVP could still go in double digits. Again, economically, basically they are broke. Mazaalai should always play the same approach. The same approach they play again and again and again. There it goes. Frag found situation. Looking somewhat alright. There it goes. 1 and 2. Seth is holding down the site single-handedly. And he baits out the AWP. But the bomb falling down, and oh no! 9 seconds. He runs through. He's gonna have that, and now he's gonna run. Run for your life. Run for your life and pray to the Lord that nobody's finding him. He makes it work, and even gets him after time. Disgusting end. $7-5 and no money left. That's the story. The follow-up round is where they buy again, but at this point in time, too easy. Too easy it is. HSK with a double where he survives with 2 points of health. An 8-5, I mean, it still can go into double digits. This is the round where it depends. The thing is about MZL, right? This is basically resetting your losing bonus. So it won't get any better. It won't get any better from this point on. It's not much more that this Korean side would need. Oh, goodness gracious! There I talked about aggression, now they do it, and it did somewhat fail. I mean, the MP9 might not do too much damage, and so they move out of tunnels. Dobu goes into lower. But wait, he holds tunnel control, now rotates away, and this should be a pivotal piece of information. He waits. He waits it out. Is his patience gonna prevail? That is the question. No, it doesn't even. And it's so unfortunate, but MVP seems like the double digits get denied. I don't have any high hopes that there will be a miracle happening. As the Ops taking out NCL, maybe, but there's a gap in the smoke. Seth too cocky. And that AWP saved. Would make sense. Is it even gonna happen? No, denied totally. And so the Mongolians are fighting. And MZL, they definitely, most definitely, want to beat their Korean counterpart by now. Nuke just wasn't theirs, and the first half of Dust 2 might be. This is already Zeph falling down. Not much utility, no kits, 2 Ox, 2 Ox and FAMAS and an AWP. These two are waiting in front of the gates of Long. The control might just belong to Xjin anytime soon. In case this FAMAS is the right tool for it. Whilst they split onto short as well. It's so much pressure. It's so much pressure for Mazaalai. A good bit, actually. There they come. Here's the aggression in the final round of their T side. Xeta's off, needs to be ready. Nobody guards Long. And he was a little confused. I think that must have been miscommunication. Xgen was fully mollied away. Peeks white, but has no possibilities. As there's one frag after another coming in. Oh, he dodges the player up and short. Tries to make it work. Still can't do it. And there's MZL. They actually achieve it. At this point, you could have thought, oh god, this is going to be a horrible stomp, but nah, they were biting. And the Bears were scratching the face off away the Koreans, at least right now. Now we go to the T side, and I'll just leave this thought for you here. Those two, 68% of the rounds by MBPPK, won on exactly that T site. For example, 11 T rounds won against in a match against Big. So, just a message to send here. There you go. Directly over short. Aggression from Xeta. It's gonna be stopped for a second. Not so sure why. Patience. It is actually A dedicated. Zeph's gonna go first, jumps down, CT casually, and suddenly it's a split. Pardon my wrong call, but not pardon. Zeph finds 1 second is granted and done with ease. Only that 5-7 to hold them up, but that's denied. Absolute gorgeous pistol. Absolute gorgeous pistol. Tricking Mazaalai into thinking it's gonna be mainly a long take. Or more likely A, pardon me. Nevertheless, there's the money, there's the chance, there's the opportunity. MVP PK. Should be working. But the freedom for the Mongolians, it's gone missing. The opportunities gone missing. The double digits belonging to MVP. We start to experience a now or never. Not yet entirely, I'm gonna say that, but either way, it's getting closer. It's getting really close to that situation. Mazaalai most likely gonna buy. 100% gonna buy. The shocking part is, and we're gonna take a look at that, 2, 4, and 6, and then 2 individuals really step up. The ADR, this is sad to watch. Quite balanced over here with Xeta leading the way and Zeph supporting him there, but otherwise quite balanced. Total opposite. Extremely shocking. Balinko. There they lose their first. It's actually Kamal. Sogo to hope to help the team whilst it's split over on the site. It all belongs to them. The mid is going to be taken at least by Dobu. But yeah, Xeto hears it. He knows. Okay, we got a guy from tunnels. Smoked off. No chance. It's not a good smoke though. But this allows him more freedom than it wanted. This could all just turn around in a matter of seconds. He's been waiting it out so patiently. He's waiting it out so much. And he hopes to find the first player spotted on the boxes. This is all under control for MVP. Nobody is letting this one slide. As they sent them away and sent them home. Mongolians are not gonna find a round at the moment. Not one, and even lose another. That M4 is the last tool to survive. And otherwise you see money being low. Absolutely shocking. The Koreans are in the driver's seat. this Epico. I mean, it should be easily done. Of course, the opponent hardly has anything. And especially NCL, you would now expect him to save. I mean, you would expect him to save, let's say it like that. You never know how far it can go. That's the thing. Things are always tend to turn around, but 12 to 7 is quite ideal. Another one is taken out. NCL, of course, does himself a favor by staying back in the long doors. There, the terrorist timeout is here. MVP talking about this the last final time. They know about their opponent's economic situation. Of course it's gonna be... After we just saw the pistols, a proper one coming their way. And they don't want to slip. No real room for mistakes for both parties, but especially for the Mongolian team. As the Molotov rains in, a brilliant one to come directly block the doors, no problem at all. Not sure if they hear the steps and got the idea. Mid is just instantly going to be taken. Where's the smoke? MVP could have smoked mid. They just denied doing so. Totally disliking that idea. I mean, maybe they want to be so surprising and fast that they don't have that on the radar. Nevertheless, unsatisfying it is. A-long is going to be fairly free. And my goodness, this headshot from HSK. It's getting the team in the right direction. The bomb to be planted and an entire Mongolian squad on the way back to the A side to retrieve the shattered opportunities. Kid is onto NCL. Slowly and steady, he moves in. Flashbang is brilliant. Finds one. Second isn't granted. Cabal is the savior of his teammate. This one is down. Second not granted. He knows it's the... Oh! That's not gonna work. Cabal is down! The 13th is there! And absolutely astonishing. Let's see. The funny thing is, if MVP wins this round, if they actually do that, it will not only be a 14-7, which seems devastating enough for Mazaalai. No, it will be them hardly having any money left. Sure, the losing bonus is a good support and a good aid, but that financial aid won't help them to overcome the obstacles. It shouldn't, at least. So MVP does the same playstyle of their opponents. Slow and steady. That's how it works. First peek there, and that is one player forced out. If that molly was intended to land out short, I'm not so sure about it. Second Molotov, though, coming in from the opponent. And long has to be taken. MVP is so patient. They really bring it down to the last 40 seconds. Sogo could be the only one holding them up. Waits in pin and is already beheaded. 2 more on ramp. And pressure is high. There they come. Find one already. And this might be all it. Another player, though, back in Goose. The jump spot is part of the jump boost. The run boost, Jesus Christ, it's so brilliant. It's so amazing how that one then works. They just send him over. It is nothing else than Korean Airlines bringing the bomb over to the A site, and Mazaalai just unsatisfying. If they find the off, it's the worst. The worst possible outcome. Every single weapon lost. 3.4 max losing bonus is there. Now I'm just waiting to see what the CT side can do. Of course they forced in. They are not interested in a tie. And again, patience is key. At least that's what it seems like. Still, but peaks a little wider. That's nothing really happening. Yet again. Entries on their side. Mid could start to peek. Sogo feels intimidated. He holds a short control, which is probably the best idea in this. Sees and hears about all the players, and Xbox needs to retreat. He's gonna be penetrated for the wall. At that point in time, it's still the B control remaining to them, except the problem behind is coming in. 9 is gonna take down another. Still entered the site with ease. FAMAS and AK might just do some trouble. Steps have most definitely been heard. And yet again, HSK and his mate Zeph got 2 foes coming from the same position, basically. Both in front of the B side. Flashbang is there. 9 is forcing him out brilliantly. Oh, HSK prays. He stays alive. No, he doesn't. And NCL gets him as well. That is going to be the defuse, and 10 seconds must be enough. It's going to work. And the Mongolians are getting another round on for themselves.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Cabal is tagged early on, set a short process with his opponent. So one after another falls. The worst is even that Cabal majorly suffers from HP problems as well, so... This is so unfortunate. Mazaalai tries so hard. A dream that might be shattered in this round, except the AWP delivers exceptionally. Sogo with the first, his magic stick. Can it perform the magic? Most likely not at this second, as he peeks a little too shortly. Away. Cabal, the man with just 20 HP, hoping to save this one for his team. The problem is, money is looking too brilliant.
Terrorists win.
Therefore, and Mazaalai, I see nothing else than a few submachine guns, FAMAS, Scout, and a dream. It's probably a big dream to bring this back and then do it on the third map. It would be so many rounds consecutively, but all the qualifiers we had, all the close qualifiers we saw, they always delivered magic. No, Cabal, how good! Seth just shooting through, saw the tracers, directly pinpointed him down. And that is the information. Next gen, he waits it out, and wins the duel. He made all the steps. They made all the steps towards short, and this must have been heard from the long player. Then he punished them. Now it's only that for Moss to deal some damage. It could be all over soon, but it doesn't have to be. The bomb will definitely be dropped. That's no point. That's no problem. The AK in combination with the Scar, the SG, looking for it so much, but might just not be the round. Might just not be the round. Stacks. Is he running into his opponent? To some degree he does. Plays it patiently, but only partially makes it work. 9 survives another day. And as he's looking for the bomb, he most definitely gets the defuse. They stay alive another day. For another second, they are still here. The MVP side doesn't need to worry on a money basis. They got it all.
Counter-terrorists win.
And as they got this all sort of bankrupt, not yet, but cheap buys coming in for the Mongolian side. Still Sogo, NCL, and Dobu on 8, 6, and 6. Cabal and Dobu actually carrying the previous game. And as a monitor problem occurs, one went to the toilet on the MZL site. Yet again. One of the most shocking statistics for me is Dobu. Dobu overall in the course of this entire matchup, this specific map, had 10 opening duels, losing 9 out of 10. Seto whilst is flexing as hell, with winning 8 out of 10. The buy is perfect, basically. And MVP PK They're going to face a weakened opponent, that's for sure. I mean, the ops is going to be there for 9. 6 rounds Mongolian Bears would need. Unpaused it is. And we're ready to see if MVP PK is going to get into the Asian Minor. It would be their ticket to advance, where it's all about prestige and not about the money. The Minor's the gate to the majors. Therefore, it's all about that one right now. It's the entry ticket, and mid it's immediately gonna be pushing through. CT smoke is already there, and I think that is actually a failed smoke from the side of the Mongolians. Doesn't even matter. They're trying to take it. Car still total remains. It's gonna be taken down. That bomb is hitting the ground in a matter of 25 seconds, and now this retake needs to be basically perfectioned by the book without any mistakes. And as the mollies fly, second one grabbed for free from Zeph. Another molly coming in. No access, really. They're all coming from the same position. All those nades are coming down. The kid is on 2 of them. 9 needs to do it together with his mate. There must be the sound heard. He tries to dodge it, and there's one down. Zeph is falling. Stacks as well as Xeta. Can they do it? It's only NCL who needs to move through, but I don't see him having a chance. He's whiffing. He's dead. He's out. No defuse. And MVP does it. 69. And that belongs to them. It's all theirs. And so the victory goes in favor of the Korean squad. MVP PK made it to the Asian Minor. And that means congratulations to them. Especially Xeta today seems to feel it. And otherwise, I would say thank you very much for tuning in. It was a pleasure. My name is Sesh with exclamation mark caster. You can go exactly where you want to go in that social media. Otherwise, we're going to head out and see you guys next time.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.